Hi, this is Scott Bowman. I'm the creator behind ideaBRICKworks, and this is a follow-up to a video that Sam Jones and I just finished. It was brick building together apart, and it's hopefully going to be the first in a few, or in a series where I'll get some guests on and friends of mine from the AFOL. And I started with Sam. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that particular video, please do. But I am going to review the set that we started. We didn't finish it. Sam did the Harley Davidson, and I did the Creator Fiat, and that Sam gave me for my birthday, which is today. So I want to, again, a shout out, thank you to him. But so I'm going to do a little more of a review on this one. And here's a few things I said in the video, so this will be a something you can speed over if you watch that. But recently somebody asked me whether to buy the Mustang Creator or the newer Porsche Technic. And again, that gets very close to which of your children do you love? And I love both of them, and for different reasons. But the Creator series definitely is enjoyable. They're complex builds in themselves and the way that they do things. So they're fun to build. They're a little more of the shape. They're a smaller build than most of the Technics. And the Technics seem to be race cars, Formula One cars, Le Mans cars, Bugattis, Porsches, kind of supercar vehicles. Lamborghini's coming out soon. The Land Rover or Range Rover, which I heard is a great set. So it's a different market in a way, and for different reasons. If you have smaller space, the Creator. So some of the things I noticed right off the bat is I didn't realize, even though I knew it was yellow, I didn't realize it was this light yellow. So this is going to be a great set in the future because, again, having these alternate colors or rarer colors, and there's so many of them in this set, and they're even more that are bricks as well in the build. Obviously, unlike idea sets, they are stickers. There are a few printed brick. I've only run across one that I'll show you so far, but I'm only on like bag 2.5, right? I'm halfway through bag 2, and there's 3 of them. So you do have a nice sticker set. The one printed brick that I found so far, and Sam does all my production. He makes me look good, so I'm sure he'll put in the a still photo of it. But we've got the Fiat badge that is a printed brick. There's also a couple of gauges, but those are fairly standard. I did want to talk about this fun brick. It's a 1x1 and 2/3 because it's 2 plates high, and it's a half dome. And there's also now one that's a slope, that is sloped. That's great for really little houses. Of course, this would be good as well for micro houses or buildings. Anyway, this is newer in the last maybe year or so, and I really do like that. And there are several in this particular kit. I didn't mention this in the video, but this is a 1x2 with curved ends, and it's now it actually does come in the this yellow now, this light yellow. I forget what the real Lego name is. And these are incredibly useful. Now, typically you would use a 1x2 plate, and these are a plate, but they also have the hole in the knob, or a hole in the stud that allows shafts and rods and all sorts of different things. It also allows you to rotate, and I'm just going to do it here just as a demonstration. But, if you use it in this manner, you can then rotate it. And so it gives you some pretty cool ways to articulate or to get things at a slight angle and yet have that rounded. And so I've been using these much more in my builds and kits recently. And so, that's something fun. Another new part that I haven't seen, this may be new for this set, is this, I call them grabbers, but it's actually got an axle end and then this curve. It's used on the seats in this case, and it does allow, I'll put this seat in. And of course then it allows these to rotate, to move. The other thing that I like, I should probably mute my computer. It's a pretty neat, they used, I know I had one out. So there's several hinges in here. I'm sure this will be used for the door as well, in this fun yellow color. But they used it in order to make that come in close. They used this 1x1 connection at this end, and then just basically adding where this is 2 studs wide, this is 3 studs wide over this distance, and it allows the angle to be different. So this was earlier in bag 1 when this was finished, and I just took it off so you could see, but it makes that curvature a little nicer. So then if you take this part, which came later, I will put it back on, because it really does show. Just going to use tweezers because it's a little easier to get in. There we go. This is a good way you can see a little bit of the engine compartment. But you'll notice that by using these different techniques, they can get more modeling of the variation in the bodies. And so that's something that's, it's really an art when you start to think about how they are able to put these together and make complex 2-dimensional shapes out of, or 3-dimensional shapes out of what is really a rectilinear brick. So anyway, now I'm going to continue with a time lapse, and so enjoy that part, and then at the end I'll give a few more reviews. If I find any more interesting parts, I'll bring those to your attention then. So again, thanks for subscribing. Hope you like this video. Please like my channel, subscribe if you feel that you would like that, and I'll see you at the end of building the last bag. So it's done. I hope you enjoyed the video. You probably saw me chowing down on a cookie. That was a birthday present from my oldest daughter, and so I had to eat one of those cookies while I was filming to keep my strength up, So I loved the kit. It was a fun little kit. It really has some pretty fun build techniques, some things that I hadn't seen before. The way the body, again, by going 1 stud off they made a pretty fun curvature to the body. This 2 different kind of with the crisp line on the body, I thought worked out really well. It was fun to build. It's got this cloth top that is like the original. Again, that it could fold back, so that was your sunroof. The instructions have some histories on the car, and that's kind of fun. I'm guessing because Abarth was the performance brand of Fiat, I'm guessing some people are going to be making this as a barth, although the color, most of those came in red, which would be an Italian color, of course. So it's got a fun little, accessory. I'm probably not going to keep this with it, just personally, but it's fun. It does actually, this actually comes off. It does hook it together, and then you can fold this down, take this off, and you can fold up the easel. So again, that's, and they did, this actually does open. So I guess you could put the colors and the paintbrush in there. It's got stickers. When you see the front, and you see how little room there was up front, I can see why you had to have a bag strapped to the back. And then of course here is the spare tire was in there, and back in those days it was a full size because that's really all they could do. You probably saw in the video, one of my Fiat emblems went flying. It's somewhere over there. I've got to find it because then when I was trying to place this one, I scratched it. So although I may ask Lego for another one of these because it indeed one part was missing. So I'm going to, just on the principle of the thing, will ask for that, and I think they'll be understanding about me damaging one of those. So hopefully they'll send me another one of those too. So again, it's got the front hood opens. It's got the sunroof, cloth sunroof. The doors open. The detailing's kind of nice, using a phone for the handle, which isn't unusual, but it's kind of fun. It does have a lid. Let's take the and you can see the engine inside. So again, that was true to form, and so yeah, it's a fun little build. There's some pretty cool techniques at the final bag and a couple of new parts that I'll point out. One of them is this 4 by, it must be 2 2/3 bricks tall, but it fits within one of the standard curved arches. That's a new piece. I've not seen that. That'll be very useful, lots of different ways. So that's a new piece. What was some other things that they did? I think it's kind of fun that they use the unicorn horns in silver to replicate the front emblem. I did look up, and this is more, I looked up, you probably saw me looking it up on Google, was what a historic license plate from Italy looked like, because I wanted it to be that. Plus it's got the 1965, so that would be the date. So again, there's the rack that the bag goes on. Again, the only printed brick turned out to be the emblem. There weren't any other printed bricks. Overall, I think it's a fun little model. I think it's going to go well in my collection. I like it a lot. It kind of sets off with the Mini. Probably is smaller than the Mini in real life. I think it probably was. Anyway, so I recommend it. I think it's a fun one to get. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Sam Jones will be doing his review of the Harley Davidson, and so look in this space for that one as well. So again, thank you very much. Like this video, and I will see you at the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a like. To learn more about what ideaBRICKworks does, make sure and subscribe to this channel.